Malcolm Turnbull has scrapped the 457 visa scheme, saying it's time to put Australian workers first. There'll now be two new categories for temporary foreign workers that the Prime Minister says will better target the skills shortages. Here's Lane Calcutt.
Ministers back to business to a pre-budget cabinet meeting. And a policy decision months in the making, but coming out of the blue, first on Facebook, then live streamed.
The 457 visa is abolished.
Replaced by two new visas, covering fewer job categories, demanding more work experience, higher English standards and tougher criminal checks.
Temporary migration visas are not a passport for foreigners to take up jobs that could and should be filled by Australians. Australian jobs, Australian values.
There are nearly 100,000 457 visa holders in the country, down 10,000 since under Labor, and Malcolm Turnbull tried to blur the line.
They failed to keep our borders secure, and they failed to manage a 457 system, a temporary migration system, in the national interest.
This is about saving one job and one job only, Malcolm Turnbull's.
All about pandering to the right, Labor says, just when Tony Abbott's been out criticising the government's direction. Some of his colleagues have run out of patience.
I'm fearful that he will eventually end up being remembered as a spoiler.
Warren Inch wants him to stop or get out of Parliament.
He was not going to be critical. Well, it's been anything but that. It seems to me that it's more about payback for our current Prime Minister.
But he won't go away and won't be silenced.
I'm a former Prime Minister and people would certainly expect me to have a view. I'll continue to speak out. But
He's previously spoken out in support of the 457 scheme.
Thank you all very much.
Lane Calcutt, 9 News.
The Prime Minister has axed the controversial 457 visa program, declaring he wants Australian jobs to go to Australians first, not foreigners. One Nation leader, Pauline Hanson, is already claiming credit for the move to introduce stricter controls on overseas workers.
A foreign worker crackdown revealed with some FaceTime on Facebook.
I want you to be the first to know about a major announcement we're making today.
Then the details blooming in a more traditional news conference.
We're bringing the 457 visa class to an end. It's lost its credibility.
It'll be replaced with two new categories, a 2-year skilled migrant visa and a 4-year, with tougher rules, including that all jobs must be advertised to Australians first.
This is about putting Australians first for Australian jobs.
The visas will target genuine skills shortages with 200 fewer occupations covered, stricter oversight to minimise rorting and no opportunity for those on 2-year visas to apply for residency. Business had argued to keep 457s but welcomed today's changes. The 95,000 people currently on the visas won't be affected. Pauline Hanson says the government's pinched her idea. The government will deny their tough talk on immigration is because of One Nation, but we all know the truth.
This is a decision of my government.
Labor's also been campaigning hard to overhaul the system.
Only Labor can be trusted to actually fix up the rorts in the 457 visas and the other visas.
Hypocrisy, says Malcolm Turnbull, calling Labor the Olympic champions of issuing 457s.
Bill Shorten, the gold medal winner among them all.
The debate over foreign workers is boiling over in regional and rural towns where unemployment is on the rise. And just as Donald Trump tapped into that discontent in America, Malcolm Turnbull trumpets a new slogan.
Australian jobs, Australian values.
Hoping to harness Australian votes. Mark Riley, 7 News.